Let's go to Cape Town, where government's calling on District 6 residents to participate in the street renaming process. Members of the public can have their say from the 15th to the 26th of this month. Cape Town Mayor Dan Plato says there's been a request to rename Keizersgracht to its historical name, Hanover Street. Over 60,000 inhabitants were forcibly removed back in 1968 after the apartheid government declared District 6 a whites-only area. Well, the mayor joining us live from our Cape Town studio this morning. Mayor Plato, good morning and thanks for your time. Can you just give us an idea of what you're hoping to do here with the renaming of streets?
Well, that is a request we received from the District 6 Working Committee. They put it in writing officially to us to consider, and we were busy with that process. Unfortunately, we need to follow policy in this regard and to make sure it's a completely legalized kind of an outcome and above-board outcome. And that is why we put the proposal of and the recommendation from the Working Committee out for public comment and for the public to respond between the 15th of July to the 26th of July. And after receiving all the communiques, we will work it through and release the outcome of those, and then we go over to the next step. And the next step will be then for council to ratify the name change from Keizersgracht to Hanover Street. So I want to appeal and call on the District 6 people to respond favourably and to assist us in that regard and to have this matter concluded.
Mayor, has there been or are you expecting there to be any resistance to this call for this name change?
Well, that's a question I received from many journalists since yesterday morning. No, I doubted that very much. Still a couple of days left for us, but at the end of the day, I think across the board, that is what the broader Cape Townians want must happen. We understand the history of District 6 exactly as you have outlined it earlier, the forcibly removal, the painful period of time, even many of the claimants, older people today, they would love to get back onto their precious land they were forcibly removed from. But at the end of the day, even by a name change to ease the pain, to give them some necessary comfort, for them to remember some street names such as Hanover Street at the time. And as a city of Cape Town, I am of the opinion that the whole of the city, all the councillors will be in favour of this call for the name change from Keizersgracht to Hanover Street.
Does this involve a lot of money for those of us who are not familiar with the process? Does it take a lot, and is it a very complicated process to get a street name changed?
No, definitely not a complicated process. It is just a certain couple of steps, legalized steps, policy steps we need to follow, unfortunately. Name changes is also governed by legislation, governed by policy. And at the end of the day, also not a lot of money, just some monies with regard to the adverts in the newspapers, adverts on radio stations, and letters sent to necessary NGOs, CBOs in the respective community. I think even people across the board, all communities from across Cape Town, everybody is well aware of District 6, what happened in the past, and everybody wants to see the claimants to return and that the situation as far as possible be restored. But at the end of the day, it will never be business as usual like before. But to ease the necessary pain of many claimants, many passed on already, many will not see their previous area like where they grow up and that sort of thing. But no, I am even not worried about the little bit of budget we need to spend on the process. I think it's a just call, it's a worthy call, and I am very pleased that we as a city of Cape Town can walk this path with the claimants and to see that their respective names as they want it to be, that they get what they want, and that we can assist them in making it happen.
Okay, so this request involves Keizersgracht to be changed to Hanover Street. Will there be others that will follow suit? Or are there plans for other name changes as well in the area?
Yes, some is for the city of Cape Town to do. There's another one, you remember, Zonnebloem as it stands today. District 6 was also during the apartheid years changed to Zonnebloem, but that application was forwarded to the Western Cape government, to the Department of Sports, Arts and Culture, under the auspices of MEC Anru Marais, and she and her department is driving that broader District 6 area name change. That is another debate on a different kind of a level, but that is the only two big issues. You know, Hanover Street was an integral part of the livelihood of the people of District 6 in the 60s. And the same with the name District 6, regardless if it was changed to Zonnebloem. Fact of the matter is people remember District 6, and it is just a mathematical kind of an exercise to have it changed from Zonnebloem to its more well-known name as District 6. But obviously the two departments or the two governments, provincial and city of Cape Town, are working very, very closely together to assist the District 6 Working Committee in making these two name changes happen, and to make it smoothly as far as possible for everyone's benefit.
Thanks very much, Cape Town Mayor Dan Plato there.